the Quint's podcast.
IMDb will tell you Saroj Khan has been a part of 308 films and over 2,000 songs. What it perhaps doesn't reveal is her role as an unbroken link in Hindi cinema's evolution for 50 long years. From Kalpana in 1960 to Kalank in 2019, the story of Saroj Khan's journey in cinema is perhaps the story of the Hindi film industry itself. You're listening to The Big Story with me, Sushovan, and today we pay homage to Saroj Khan, the 71-year-old noted choreographer who breathed her last in the wee hours of Friday, 3rd July, after she suffered from a cardiac arrest. A veteran dancer whose artistry will forever be preserved in Indian cinema, let's gloss back at the time and life of Saroj Khan, whose choreography behind the scenes brought songs to life and made many a Bollywood actors into stars. एक दो तीन दिल धक धक करने लगा, चोली के पीछे क्या है, हवा हवाई, तन्हा तन्हा, निम्बूडा निम्बूडा, ये इश्क हाय are just a handful of examples when songs have been remembered as much for their choreography as for the lyrics or music. Saroj Khan made a name for herself in more ways than one in an often ruthless industry. Filmmaker Kunal Kohli, who worked with her in films like Hum Tum and Fanaa, recalls how she may have been Saroj Khan to the world, but the industry addressed her by a different name, Masterji.
And if it was a closed set and lighting was going on and, other things were happening, you just knew that Asha Masterji aa gayi. There was an aura that she carried with her.
Right.
And that was, her presence was very strong. And when she walked, she just commanded respect. You just had to get up from your chair. She was lovingly called Masterji. Very, very few people called her Sarojji. It was always Masterji.
Right.
Everyone said Masterji. And I added a little caption to that, and I used to call her Humaare pyaare Masterji.
Humaare pyaare Masterji carried the weight of respect which took Saroj Khan decades to garner, because when she started off, the Masterjis in the industry were all men. Let's listen in to what Sarojji herself had to say about this at a TEDx talk in 2019.
I was not very popular because I was doing day-night shooting, but nobody accepted me as a choreographer because I was a female. And that time the rule was no one can be a dance master except a man. Then I got a break with Hema Malini, Dharminder. That was first time I got big picture, Pratigya. After that I started getting big movies. But then came Tezab. That was Ek Do Teen, which made me never look back.
Sarojji said she never had to look back after Tezab. However, the Madhuri Dixit Anil Kapoor blockbuster came only in 1988, 28 years into her career. These 28 years contain many stories of rejection, failure, and setbacks. Among them was, yet again, one where she wanted a name but was denied.
I knew what was choreography at the age of 14 because my son was born to me at the age of 14. I got married at the age of 13 to my own master. When my son was born and my man said he will not give me the name for my son, so I went apart from him. I broke up the relation. I had only my son with me. And I wanted to live life as I wanted. And I became a group dancer again. I went to other master for assistancy. And I was looking after my child. Sadhna helped me to become a choreographer. She got me the card. And in her own picture, she gave me a break. That was called Geeta Mera Naam. That's how my choreography started.
Well into the late 80s and early 90s, when Saroj Khan was getting to the peak of her career, a small but significant shift occurred. The word choreographer silently replaced the word dances in the opening credits of Hindi films, giving it the depth and respect it deserved. Many in the industry credit her for transforming dance into an independent aspect of Hindi cinema, an attraction unto itself for the audiences. So, what were some of the defining characteristics of her work? Juhi Chawla, who worked with her in Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, Dar, and many other films, shares some of Saroj Khan's qualities with the Quint.
Her genius was that no matter what the song, whether it was a sad song, a love song, a fun song, a seductive song, any song, anywhere, she would make it light up. One of my favorite films was, of course, Lamhe, and that song, Teri Bindiya, nahi, Meri Bindiya Teri Nindiya Na Chura Le To Kehna. And when you look at that song, it must have been shot in one little room. But you can't take your eyes off either Sridevi ji. And you can just imagine that her every move has been choreographed by her, every expression has been given to her by Saroj ji. Wow.
While Saroj Khan is also acknowledged as the artist who propelled popular actors like Sridevi, Madhuri Dixit and many others into superstardom, Kunal Kohli reminds us that it wasn't just the leading women of the industry, but also the leading men whom she got dancing to her tunes with Ada. No one brought in Ada or a personality of grace into songs like she did.
She brought Ada to dance. See, dance steps anybody can come up with and anyone can create dance steps. But what the choreographers of today and a lot of our contemporaries also, but even especially the choreographers of today, what they don't have is Ada.
Right.
Ada is something that is inherent in Hindi films, which people like Meena Kumari, Madhuri, they had Ada. And Ada, Sarojji brought this Ada into Hindi cinema in a big way. She brought it into songs, not just in women, even in men.
Right.
मर्दों की भी अदा होती है. मर्दों की भी अदा होती है. Ada is not just the prerogative of women. Even men have to have Ada. If you see a song like Chand Sifarish, which is so popular, which she and me did together with Amir, there's very little dance there, but there is Ada. Yeah. There is an attitude. There is an attitude that the guy has, which is there in the lyrics, which is there in the character, and which she brings out.
Industry veterans recall in unanimity that the elegance or Ada in Saroj Khan's choreography was honed by a no-nonsense approach towards her craft. She was loved as a teacher and feared as a hard taskmaster. But Juhi Chawla recalls what set Saroj Khan apart in an ecosystem that could often be very extracting was her ability to also care for the young women actors growing under her tutelage. She recalls the 1993 film Lutere, where she was nervous dancing in just a shirt on a beach, and how Saroj Khan handled that song with grace.
Then I remember we did Yes Boss, Main Koi Aisa Geet Gaun was choreographed by her. Then Ishq Hua, Kaise Hua, Acha Hua. Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman too, she had done one or two songs there. I'm sure she's done Lutere, my gosh, that song, which again was, just when I just taken off in my career, just started after QSQT. And I had to do this song, Main Teri Rani, Tu Raja Mera, and I was so nervous because they wanted me to wear just a shirt on the beach. And I was supposed to be like on the beach and in the sea, and I was so nervous thinking, oh my god, I don't know how it'll turn out, and I hope it looks nice, because it cannot also look like it can look and come on, I was coming from QSQT, so for me it was an entire image and makeover change to go from ghagra cholis to just a shirt on a beach. So but then she handled it, and my goodness, when I saw how the way she shot it and what it turned out like, I looked like a million. She had, she could make magic out of nothing, and she could make everything look classy. That was her gift.
A career that lasts 50 years will consist of many hats, many bits of trivia, and, of course, many stories. Speaking of stories, few will know that Saroj Khan also has credits in 12 films as a writer, including Akshay Kumar's 1992 hit Khiladi. Saroj Khan may have struggled for the name that she made, but can claim some credit for giving Akshay Kumar his Khiladi name. We leave you with some words of inspiration and advice from the maestro herself.
After Tezab, I said, I will only take 1 lakh, then only I'll do a song number. Do a good job and you get good money. That's how we improvised on songs. It became a turning point for everybody in the film industry, that people started noticing songs. They started sitting and pictures started running on songs. And that picture ran only for that one song. And Filmfare opened their gates from their side for choreography. And I was the first one to receive that Filmfare award. Plus, I was the first one also to receive national award. I got my first award in 89. Again, 90, I got one award for Chalbaz. 90 for Sailab. 92, again I got for Beta. 93, I got for Khalnaik. I was in a man's job and trying to make my foothold. But I didn't give up. Don't give up.